Hello. Before I get started with my video, I just want to let you know that I'll be putting on sunglasses. Okay, the relief has started. I have a rare autoimmune condition that makes my eyes extremely sensitive to light, period. So you'll see me in my videos a lot of times wearing sunglasses because it's extremely painful for me to be without them. So even though you can't see my eyes and my expressions, I would just want you to know that this is the reason why my sunglasses are on. And I didn't want to be in a dark, dreary office talking about the subject today. So I'm outside and I'm just going to go over what I believe is the difference between dog training versus dog behavior therapy. For a full reading of this disclaimer, please visit the Creative Dog Training Academy's disclaimer video. Thank you. First, I realize that everyone's beliefs and values are different, and therefore my thoughts are based on my point of view from working with dogs and training them based on my personal experiences. Now, I'm going to take a moment to talk to you about the differentiation between dog training and dog behavior therapy. My point of view about positive dog training. Dog training, I believe, should always be positive. In today's society, we have the wonderful connection through YouTube videos, the internet, and of course, the library still exists. When training a dog to perform a particular task and learning a particular skill, whether it's to sit, to fetch an object, to search, I believe everything can be achieved with positive dog training. There's never a need for force or intimidation. Force and intimidation, all it causes is emotional distress for the dog. And who wants that? My goal in mind when I train dogs is always to have them exhibit the willingness to achieve the task at hand. I like to see my dogs show happiness, eagerness when performing a particular skill, or when they're thinking about what is she trying to get me to do. Sometimes I don't say anything because I just want them to experiment. I want them to try to perform a particular move and say, oh, could this be what she wants? And see if they can get that click or treat or get that yes word and a fabulous lifetime reward. Knowing the difference. This is where I believe the confusion lies. I'll be watching YouTube videos. There'll be a dog handler training a dog to do a particular skill. All of a sudden, let's say, the dog lunges at someone. They quickly do a quick jerk back, and then they get the dog's attention. Well, at that very moment, they're doing dog training with dog behavior therapy. They don't make it clear to the viewer that at that moment, that particular dog is exhibiting such a behavior that later on could cause endangerment to them or to another person or animal. My view on dog behavior therapy. Dog behavior therapy is extremely unique because you cannot physically ask the dog, so what is bothering you with that situation? It takes a complex mind to look at the situation, within a split second, see the dog's body language and cues, and know exactly this is what I should do at this moment to extinguish the behavior so the situation is safe. And you can continue on to either continue the training that you were trying to do or go directly into dog behavior therapy. I make it extremely clear to my dogs when I'm doing therapy that it's a therapy session. I do not ask them to build on any type of cues. I do not ask them to problem solve and think to perform a particular trick or obedience move or anything. When I do dog behavior therapy, as you'll see in this upcoming video, the task at hand is only focused on the therapy itself. Now this is where he always anticipates his trigger being at the moment. So we're going to see how he handles it. He's sniffing, so that's a good sign because he's taking time out of his day to stop and smell the roses. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. We'll see. Sometimes he'll just anticipate something. What a good boy. Sometimes he'll anticipate it more so than anything and start barking. Good boy. So reward for that because he was trying to anticipate it and nothing happened. By doing this, my dogs have always viewed me as maybe they're equal because I use no punishment in the way that's aggressive or intimidating, but they have always viewed me as someone that they want to follow, they want to be inspired by, they adore me. As a handler, I'm trying to extinguish a certain behavior, whether it be a compulsion, fear, or anxiety. I want that stimuli to that situation to present differently. So for example, you can give him the option to carry his bone now and just see where he's going to go with it. I'm not going to allow him to cross the road because I think he's putting himself more into the trigger. Whoop! See, he's putting himself more into the trigger than he needs to be. Let's see if he grabs his bone and come back towards me. Good boy! Good boy, that's it! So he grabbed his bone, decided, that was a little too close, huh, Mom?
What you'll notice here, as I'm working with an 8-month-old puppy exhibiting excitement and anxiety towards other dogs that he cannot see. This takes a lot of patience because you have to go with the dog and understand where he's from and his point of view and find ways that gets his attention to divert it and see that stimuli differently.
So he thinks it's done. Whoop! 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 Good boy. Yes. Surprise, surprise. I did have another treat for him that he didn't anticipate. So we're going to see if I can convince him. We're going to convince him to... There you go. Move away from the trigger. Let's go. Oh, he's holding it. Come on. Come on. Get your bones. Let's go. There we go. You know, some of that important guidance he needs as well. Good boy. Now he's on a mission. With dog behavior therapy, there is no quick solution. When I help out a dog, I want to do it with the least possible hands-on as possible. So in many cases, it can take weeks to months to years to extinguish a behavior and supplement it with a different stimuli to the situation that the dog had once seen as either a compulsion base, anxiety, or fear.
My final thoughts.
This tells me that if I can go from doing a behavior therapy session, the next day do a dog training session, and not miss a beat with them, that their attention towards me is positive and the willingness is there, that I'm doing something right. And that's what I'm going to focus on.